A universe that gives you the opportunity to be a new person. A virtual world where you can explore new experiences without leaving your home. A new reality that you will not be able to differentiate from the one you already have. All this and much more is promised by Mark Zuckerberg's Metaverse. Can you imagine putting on your glasses and immediately transporting yourself thousands of miles away to a meeting with friends without ever really leaving your home? Yes, I'm sure you're as impressed as we are, but this is the real future. We are going to try to explain to you what exactly is the Metaverse, that concept of virtual world that Facebook, Google, Nvidia, and Microsoft are deciding to bet on to such an extent that Facebook has changed the name of their company to Meta. It's not a new concept, and we've already seen flirtations with it in the literary and cinematographic world, with movies like Ready Player One or The Surrogates. Today we're going to try to explain it as simply as possible, so you don't get lost with technicalities and you can understand the approximate idea of what it is. In addition, we'll also talk about some of the possibilities it's going to offer, and give you a notion of how much is missing and what is needed for this concept to become a reality. If this is your first time watching our videos, I invite you to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos. Let's not waste any more time and let's get started. The Metaverse promises to become a virtual world, one to which we will connect using cool glasses that will make us think we're really inside it, interacting with all of its elements. It will be like actually teleporting to a whole new world through virtual reality glasses and other accessories that will allow us to interact with it. Just as the iPhone was the future of cell phones, the Metaverse will be the future of the internet. However, I am sorry to disappoint you with what I'm about to tell you. Virtual worlds are nothing new, and there are plenty of them in video games. You create a character or avatar, and you enter that world to live adventures through your computer. Sound familiar? Believe it or not, the Metaverse is not intended to be a fantasy world, but a kind of alternative reality in which we can do the same things we do today outside the home, but without leaving the room. Virtual business meetings, a romantic date, shopping online while experiencing the purchase as if we were on location. What if I told you that the term really isn't new, let alone to Mark Zuckerberg? Well, yes, just as you hear it. The term Metaverse comes from a 1992 novel called Snow Crash, and is a term that has settled to describe visions of three-dimensional or virtual workspaces. What it means is a virtual world in which we can interact, and which has been created to resemble an external reality. It's like something out of a movie, and the truth is that we have only heard it in movies until a couple of years ago when Facebook created this new internet world. You're probably wondering the same as us. What is the purpose of the Metaverse? What went through Mark's brilliant mind when he came up with the Metaverse? The idea of Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook would be to create a parallel and completely virtual universe, which we can access with virtual reality and augmented reality devices, so that we can interact with each other inside it, and from the outside with the content we have inside. What does this mean? We've been telling you throughout the video, imagine putting on your reality glasses and sitting on your couch to enjoy a journey through wonderful landscapes of nature. Or, on the other hand, imagine being with friends you haven't seen for years. Sitting in the living room of one of them without having to be physically present, it's even nostalgic. The key to this Metaverse is that it can be totally immersive, or at least much more than the current virtual reality, literally that you can be inside the Metaverse without distinguishing the real from the virtual. Yes, we will have glasses that will possibly be similar to the current ones to immerse ourselves in it, but also sensors that record our physical movements so that our avatar inside the Metaverse does exactly the same. It's also possible that the devices we use can interpret our facial expressions so that our avatar in the Metaverse can recreate us, and so that the other people with whom we're interacting can understand how we feel. And yes, the idea is also that our body language is part of the Metaverse. The Metaverse can offer us the great next evolutionary leap of the internet, or fail for unexpected reasons. Which do you think will happen? Let us know in the comments. It's still too early to give an answer to that, and is that companies like Facebook are just starting to create the infrastructures and the first concepts that lead to a future where there are devices capable of taking us to it. Therefore, it's more of a concept, a blank canvas, than a reality that we can connect to today. So much so that Mark Zuckerberg has assured that this project could decrease the company's dividends, and the fact is that paying for a project like this is not easy, much less cheap. Therefore, the bet of Facebook and its investors is really ambitious, so Mark ended up asking for patience to shareholders that their time will come. And finally, looking for something closer and more human, it will also allow us to interact with people who are physically far away in a more realistic way, looking at our virtual eyes and our gestures reproduced by the sensors of the virtual reality helmet we wear. We will be able to talk to each other, we will be able to walk through virtual worlds, and it won't matter where we connect from. We will even be able to express ourselves as we really feel we are, and not as we are physically. Since Facebook announced its Metaverse, many people have been wondering, when will the Metaverse be with us? When will we really be able to enjoy all these new experiences? Well, sorry to break your heart, but currently the Metaverse is just a concept that is starting to be built. The company, Meta, formerly known as Facebook, presented the idea and announced heavy investments to make it a reality. However, it remains to be seen if other companies will join in the effort to create the technologies to make it possible, because no, we still don't have the technologies that can make this concept real. We do not have virtual reality devices that really make us move as if we were inside that universe in a realistic way. It is a universe that we want to create, but it still does not have regions, streets, or anything, only some virtual rooms that are being used for the first tests. So much so that Mark Zuckerberg himself assured that we are missing more or less 10 years of technology that will allow Facebook and Meta to advance in this incredible project. However, we are sure that over the next few years we'll see some new devices. However, we are sure that over the next few years we will see new devices being launched that seek to connect us with this new virtual reality. The idea is that in the future they will be very complete and affordable, but until that is real, they may still not allow great interactions and also be quite expensive. The reality is that we're still a long way from being able to connect all of us to a metaverse in which we can interact. What is certain is that we need to develop this virtual universe, and also to develop the technology that will make it possible for us to connect to it. It is also necessary to ensure that when it exists, this technology is affordable for everyone. Although there is still a long way to go, the expectations are really good for this new stage of our lives. Because, yes, the Metaverse also came to change lives in one way or another, so it's not possible to resist. Taking that leap is what will make us evolve. Let us know in the comments if you think we're still far away from this new reality. If you liked today's video, don't forget to subscribe and turn off notifications so you don't miss any new videos. Best regards, and see you in the next Meta video.